Certificates, medals, achievements, acknowledgements. These are the common labels associated with the name Michael Demi Aperocho. Dearest Toastmasters, guests, good evening. Welcome to a portion of my life where I think not everyone knows about. Most of you might have known me as a person who has achieved several things in life already, even at a young age, at the age of 27. At my age now, I have tried competing already several times in a Toastmasters International speech competition. I even tried to handle several leadership roles in this organization. And outside Toastmasters, I have even achieved a lot of things in terms of education and profession. It may sound like I'm blowing my own horn, but I am just so proud that at my young age now, I have allowed myself to undergo the full process of growth and professional development. But you know what? While some of you appreciate, recognize, and celebrate with me in all of these achievements, all of the recognitions that I have been receiving in the past weeks or the past years, I would tell you frankly that I would rather be labeled as someone who is ordinary or typical than someone who is grand and very respectable to the point that you already appear so intimidating. Most of you have seen my recognitions on my social media account, but I believe not even one of you here knows about my fair share of darkest moments. And so I call it, you only see the tip of the iceberg. Who among you here knows that I had a bad experience with my school principal in kindergarten, in which I failed and my parents actually decided not to attend our graduation ceremony even if I was valedictorian because my school principal pinched my lower lip and actually got a wound. And the reason behind? My school principal got so angry with me because I could not pronounce English words properly due to the fact that I had a heavy Ilonggo accent. When I was in elementary, I even had my fair share of rejections. I auditioned several times in various speech and debate competitions, but I was not chosen by my advisors, not until I reached grade 6. When I was in high school, I even failed to win several debate competitions with my teammates, and I was blamed for all of those failures. In college, I was not even chosen to represent certain competitions because they believed that even if I was majoring in English, I did not have the effective communication skills for me to ace these competitions. It was in 2011 when I decided to make that great change in my life, to make that biggest decision. As I was walking along the corridor, I noticed how everybody was enjoying their presence in the university. And so I told myself, I would not allow my dark shadows, I would not allow my dark thoughts to actually hide me away from the public. So I would let myself to shine through and make sure that people would notice me. And so, that very moment, I decided to become a somebody from a nobody. While I am still undergoing this process of making myself as a somebody, and I would not be conclusive enough that I am already a somebody at this very moment, but I can tell you that I have improved so much compared to my experiences before in elementary and in high school. Fellow Toastmasters, my dear friends, as mentioned, some of you here might have known only about my achievements or recognitions, but you might have no ideas about what I went through for me to become the person I am now. While some are appreciative of my recognitions of becoming a speaker in various national events or by becoming a paper presenter in numerous paper presentations or conferences or by achieving several awards or recognitions in my profession and in my education, not even one of you here recognizes that I had my dark nights as well, in which I had to cry and I had to allow myself to be swallowed by my sadness and depression. I hate to say it that way, but it's actually the reality. But one thing for sure is that even if I could not understand my emotions and my very self, in most times, I did not allow myself to be actually flooded with all of these negativities. And instead, I made a fuel in myself to keep me driving, even if sometimes I lose my energy or passion over things. And for some of you here, thank you so much for lifting my spirit with your simple congratulations. Thank you. I am proud of you. You are amazing. This actually have been my life fuel in order for me to keep doing and to keep inspiring other people in my chosen career or vocation. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, we have our fair share of this thing called life. And sometimes it's difficult for us to decipher what's going on with our life. In my 27 years of existence in this world, I already realized a lot of things. And one of these is I should never allow all these negativities in my life conquer my very own world. I am the sailor of my own ship. And so I dictate what happens to my life, not my sadness, not my depression, not any form of negativity. Well, as of now, I am proud to say that even if I was sad for the previous weeks or even if I could not understand my emotions, just last week, I scanned through my laptop and saw my resume. As a person or a professional who is fond of updating my resume on a weekly basis, I was actually surprised that my resume at my age now, 27, has reached already 30 pages. But frankly speaking, not this 30-page resume could define who I am as a person. It is actually the growth and the development I went through that tells who actually I am as a professional and as an individual. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, guests, I am challenging all of you. Never ever allow yourself to be defined by whatever you have achieved in life already. Try to look at the deeper meanings. Growth, development, these are the best aspects of your achievements in life. And so if I were to go back to my introduction, achievements, certificates, awards, these are the common labels of the name Michael Demi Biapiroccio. Well, I have to correct it. It's not even this 30-page resume that defines who I am as a person. It is my growth, my development, and most of all, my fulfillment. How about you? Toastmaster of the evening.